It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Cardinals and the Pack, next on Madden Football.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience, waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray now running left off the option. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle here to Wilson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 63 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Love looking to throw it. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Love now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Connor up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 7. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
That is caught downfield by Harrison. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. To about the 48-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 15. A minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And it's easy to see why he was a top-ranked receiver coming out of the draft. Better than 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns in each of the last 2 seasons at Ohio State. No one does it better than him, and he gives Kyler Murray a chance to be special.
Shotgun now for Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6 coming up. Murray to air it out again. That pass completed to Dortch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.